I'd like to start off by talking a little bit about administration. What exactly do we mean when we say Windows 11 administration? And in computer and operating system terminology, the word administration can mean slightly different things to different people. The definition I usually work with is that administration is the installation, configuration, management, and reliable operation of the operating system. So let's talk about each of these individually. First, installation. So in this course, we will be talking about installing Windows 11 and then also adding users, because that's usually done immediately after installation. For configuration, we'll be talking about the settings interface, networking, storage, and group policy, and how we can configure all of these things. Then in management, we'll talk about backups and drivers and how to manage those. And finally, in reliable operation, I'll cover troubleshooting and optimizing. So that's our 4 items under administration. Installing, configuring, managing, and reliable operation. In this section, I'd like to talk a little bit about the different versions of Windows 11. On the Microsoft website, you can find documentation about the different versions and which features are available in which editions. The 3 main versions right now are Windows 11 Home, Windows 11 Pro, and Windows 11 Pro for Workstations. If you're using any of these versions, you should have the majority of features I'm going to be covering in this course. Most features, as you see as you scroll down, most features are available in all 3 versions. A few differences I wanted to point out. One is BitLocker. BitLocker is not available in the Home edition, but it is available in the other 2 editions. And the same holds for Active Directory. Support for Active Directory is not included with the Home edition, but it is included with Pro and Pro for Workstations. I'll be talking briefly about Active Directory and BitLocker, but you should still be able to follow along even if those features aren't available in the edition you are using. And again, the best place to get documentation about what features exist in what edition is the Microsoft website. That is the best place to find this documentation. In this section, I'd like to talk about some hardware requirements for Windows 11. So if you go to a search engine and type in Windows 11 requirements, likely one of the first things that'll come up is this documentation from Microsoft, Windows 11 specifications and system requirements. I'll click on that and we can scroll down. It does offer a link to download the PC Health Check app, which will help you assess the compatibility for Windows 11. If you're currently running Windows 10, thinking about upgrading to 11, you could use the PC Health Check app to determine if you are compatible. Also, the hardware requirements are listed below. The requirements for processor, RAM, and storage are not very difficult to meet. Probably the biggest issue for most people on this list is going to be the TPM. TPM stands for Trusted Platform Module. It was optional in Windows 10, but it is required in Windows 11. And Microsoft provides instructions on how to check and see if your PC does in fact have a Trusted Platform Module installed. So this section is on the requirements for running Windows 11 in general. Then as you scroll down, you'll find some features that require specific hardware, and some of these are pretty apparent. For example, if you want to use the 5G support in Windows 11, you have to have a 5G capable modem. If you want to use any of the features around voice activation, you will need a microphone to do that. And if you want to use touchscreen, you will need a touchscreen monitor. One in here that I also wanted to point out was Windows Hello. I really like Windows Hello. I'm a big fan of it. It can do authentication based on facial recognition. You will, of course, need a camera for that, but not just any web camera will work. It requires specifically a camera that supports infrared imaging. And from the Microsoft documentation, you can get more details on that. But again, the Microsoft website does a very good job of showing us what hardware is required to run Windows 11 in general, and then what hardware is required for specific features.